I was very grateful to be able to go to AYC this year, and I'd like to thank everyone, all the staff, and our youth leaders who made AYC possible. God really spoke to me through Brother Plowman and this AYC and the devotions, and especially Amy Carmichael's dream. And it was, all the messages were just very good, but especially the message he preached about submitting to authority, and he used the example of the yoke of oxen, and how Jesus tells us to get into the yoke with him, and just we need to submit to his will. And sometimes it's very hard to do that, but I know that we need to do that. But I'd also like to just encourage anyone who didn't have the opportunity to make it there to AYC to go back and watch the sermons, because they were all very good and they all were applicable to anyone of any age. And just very grateful that I got to go.
Amen. Good.
Hi, my name is Trinity Skinner, and I want to thank everyone who made AYC possible, and for Pastor letting us go to AYC, and Miss Nyoka and Mrs. Wood for putting up with all the girls in our cabin, because I knew we were very wild. And I loved going to AYC because this was my first time going, and I loved all the services and the devotions, and especially when he talked about Noah and telling everyone to get on the ark, but no one listened. But if Noah didn't even listen to God, probably none of us would be here today with this church. And I made a decision to stop worrying about what happens tomorrow, what will happen a few minutes later, and to just leave it to God, because in Matthew verse 34, it says, "Take therefore no thought for the morrow shall take thought for the things of itself. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof." And I thought I shouldn't be worrying about every little thing, and just leave it all to God, because if I worried about every little thing, I'd be nuts. And then I just love this church, and I love everybody here at this church, and thank you.
Amen. Good. Wonderful. Praise the Lord. Good.
Well, first off, I want to say thank you just to Pastor for continuing to host AYC and continue to let us do that ministry. And then also thank you to so many church members. Yeah. So many of you gave behind the scenes. You prayed, you fasted, you bore this in your hearts. Maybe we may not even know how much you guys did for us. And, you know, it's all going on your account in heaven. It is all the work that the Lord did this week. And for a first AYC for Ryan and I can't have imagined a better one. I feel like everything went really smoothly. We had a few minor hitches here and there, but the Lord really just blessed, and he worked and he provided every aspect of the way. And Trinity said the girls were crazy. They weren't that crazy. They were a blessing, because I knew that I could rely on our girls not to have bad spirits about what was going on, even though it was hot. Everyone was feeling it was hot, but I don't think I heard any of them complain once. They just had a great spirit. They were encouraging, and it was just wonderful to be able to be with them. I love going on trips with our girls and our teens. It's so much fun to just get to know them better on a personal level like that. But the one thing that the Lord really spoke to my heart about was the message on Noah's Ark, and it's kind of been mentioned quite a bit. But the thing that the Lord used in my life is that all of the people in Noah's day, Brother Plowman really brought this out about how they were just eating and drinking. They were living their lives. And so many times it's so easy to just live your life. I mean, think about all the things that are coming up in our future right now, and so easy to just be so focused on what's going on in our life to get our eyes off of the need. But there really is a world that's dying out there. And
Right.
he used that coupled with the message about God's will. And yes, we need to be going to church, reading our Bible. We need to be praying. But we can't be so busy in the King's business that we're too busy for the King to open our eyes.
Amen.
And that's what the Lord really used in my life, those two things together, to just remind me that, yes, we need to be doing all these things, but I can't be so busy and so focused on, the aspect here that I'm not looking around my neighborhood and seeing those people that are lost and dying and going to hell. So I just want to thank you guys again for all the things that you've done to help us make this happen. It doesn't just happen because Ryan makes plans or, because someone makes plans. It takes people to execute them as well. And that's what you guys did. So thank you for that.